Okay, so tell me, where are you guys from?
We're the Capital Wing of the Airmen's Preservation Society. We come out of the Maryland, D.C. area. Came up here for the weekend. Got here Thursday, and this year we're portraying the CBI theater of World War II. More specifically, the Burma Bridge Busters, 498th Bomb Squadron.
Okay, so that's Army Air Force?
Army Air Forces. Air Force didn't become its own group until 1947.
How did your group come about? What are its origins?
It's really started in the mid to late 80s with a couple of guys that wanted to do something for the veterans at some of these air shows. From there, it's evolved here and there in different forms. This incarnation of the Airmen's Preservation Society started maybe 10 years ago, and we're a bunch of friends with our own collections. We gather our collections together at air shows and reunions, and we do what we do to honor the veterans of the Army Air Forces.
You have quite an impressive collection of equipment. Where did you all come by it?
Well, like I said, it's all individual collections. Each member has their own personal kit, their own cot, sleeping bag, footlocker, and then we pick up a piece at a time over the years, whether it be auctions, estates, eBay. You just get it a piece at a time, and it slowly builds up. But each person does have their own uniforms, their own cot, sleeping bag, and footlocker.
Must be a pretty expensive hobby.
It can be. It can be. You can get carried away real easy. You start off with a cat. A couple years down the line, you end up buying a Jeep. So it can be expensive.
And how many different units do you reenact?
We do all the different theaters of war. We run historical mission briefings. We've done everything from the D-Day troop, paratrooper missions to the Yamamoto mission. We do all theaters.
And the particular person that you're reenacting now, could you tell me about this person? Is this anybody specific, or just a generic officer? Or?
We're a little generic. We don't really narrow it down specifically, but my wife's uncle was a navigator on a B-24 in the 2nd Air Division, 8th Air Force, so I do navigator in honor of him. I have a lot of his old flight logs and medals and such, and I've been to his group reunions and kind of do it partially to kind of let his memory live on.
It's very nice. Could you tell me something about what you've collected? What have you brought here?
I traveled light this year. I have a cot, a sleeping bag. They are World War II dated. I have my aviator's kit for a parachute kit bag, my foot locker with equipment. In the Army Air Forces, we have what's called a B4 bag for our clothing. We don't use duffel bags. We use the B4 bags, which are a lot like the modern suit cases and bags that people use. They're all original. They still hold up. But the Army Air Forces was able to get away with more, building personal clothing racks, or having a fan or a radio, having the field desks. These things that the infantry perhaps couldn't get away with as much. We really were a bit spoiled compared to the other branches.
That's what they all say, right? Especially if you're in one of the other branches.
Yeah, especially if you're in the other branches, they do tend to gripe.
Yeah. How long did it take for you to get up here?
Just over 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a nice drive. Weather okay for you?
Yeah, weather was good. Drizzled a little bit yesterday, but that's fine. The tents help.
Mm-hmm. So how long will you be staying for? The entire weekend and then back on Monday? Or?
Tomorrow afternoon we'll start packing up. 2 hours after we start packing up, everything will be loaded in the truck and we'll be heading out.
Well, good. I hope you have a safe trip. Thanks very much.
Thank you.